Sports Medicine's integrated sports medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it, certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walking clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators or visit parkviewsportsmedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to improve athletes at all levels.
The Acme Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Acme Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors
Give your home the curb appeal it deserves and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com. Request your virtual quote and use the code SummitCity for 15% off all power washing services today. That's kurtzmio.com, supporting the youth of Fort Wayne. Looking for a way to naturally aid in soothing aches, pains, and sore muscles and reduce inflammation from the skin? Want a relief in minutes? Try Alleviate. Contact Hillary Didier for details. You can find her at didier.hillary@gmail.com or call her at 260-312-1599.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Come see us in Decatur at the 2733 Auto Mall and shop 7 brands in one location. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express walk-in clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Parkview Ortho Express, located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, gives you access to quick care and orthopedic physicians when you need it most. Get x-rays, treatment, and referrals to Parkview Care, all in the convenience of a walk-in clinic. Parkview Ortho Express is open Monday through Thursday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Call 260-266-4007 for more information. Developing athletes to be foundationally strong. Healthy and consistent training. Expert staff. Long-term athletic development. Parkview Sports Medicine Performance. Any athlete, any age, any skill level.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game. the game of life.
Thank you for supporting Summit City Sports. For the last several years, we've provided the Fort Wayne community and beyond with coverage of a variety of sports, thanks to our title sponsorship from Parkview Sports Medicine. Since we began in 2015, our annual budget has covered the cost of videographers and commentators to over 300 plus games each year. New equipment and maintenance of that equipment, along with increased broadcast rights fees from the IHSAA. This season, we're reaching out to friends, families, and local businesses for additional sponsorships and donations. You can help us grow and get coverage to your favorite team or sport. A Summit City Sports sponsorship or donation will help make that happen. We have the goal of bringing fans live stream games of every SAC game we cover. With the additional funds, we'd invest in mobile internet devices, allowing us to bring our supporters every SAC conference football and boys and girls basketball games live, as well as more coverage for sports like cross country, tennis, golf, swimming, wrestling, track and field, baseball, and softball. For more information on sponsorships or how to donate, visit SummitCitySports.com.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to high school basketball here on SummitCitySports.com. My name is Ryan Dellinger. We're coming to you live from Concordia High School as the Squalls from Bellmont invade enemy territory tonight in Concordia. They'll take on the 1-0 Lady Cadets. Two teams still continuing to warm up here at Concordia. Today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Kelly Automotive Group is Indiana's #1 automotive group with over 1,000 new vehicles and 500 pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Please visit drivekelly.com. Simple, transparent, reliable. Acme Bar and Grill is currently located at 1105 East State Boulevard. Order your favorite pizza, pasta, salad, and more, all with the click of a button. Acme Bar and Grill accepts orders online for pickup. Give your home the curb appeal it deserves and trust Kurtz Mio to power wash your home. Additional services include concrete ceiling, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. The world is waiting for you to make a difference in a way that only you can. Discover your strengths at Indiana Wesleyan's residential campus located in Marion, Indiana. Visit indwes.edu. Tom Steel Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. They'll help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle and other auto repairs like brakes, wheel alignments, and engine diagnostics. Big Eyed Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Like their Facebook page for updated promotions. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at Big Eyed Fish. Alice Teca Mexican Restaurant has been serving consistent food since 1973. Our recipes only use the freshest ingredients. Family owned, we pride ourselves on great quality. For more information, go to alicetecarestaurant.com. Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning is dedicated to providing the best possible solutions for your home or business. You can count on us to provide you with a system and solution that fits your unique needs. At Parkview Sports Medicine, it's game on. We serve every level of athlete with our integrated sports medicine team, including the region's only specialized athletic rehab facility. Learn more about our services by logging on to parkviewsportsmedicine.com. Also, one of our new sponsors this season, Ball Sports Academy and Team Pineapple. So that is all the readers we've got for you here. We paid some of the bills not here, and it's time to talk a little bit about the two teams. Before we do that, let's take a quick time out. We'll be back. You're watching high school basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
The Acme Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Acme Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors...
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Looking for a way to naturally aid in soothing aches, pains, and sore muscles and reduce inflammation from the skin? Want a relief in minutes? Try Alleviate. Contact Hillary Didier for details. You can find her at didier.hillary@gmail.com or call her at 260-312-1599.
Welcome back here to Concordia High School. Before we get started, we'll take a look at the starting lineups. The starting lineups presented tonight by Kurtz Mio. For Bellmont, they will start number 14, Morgan Schiffley, a sophomore. She'll start at center. Number 20, Kinsey Fueling, a guard, will start for them. She is in, well, it says grade 20, but I think that's incorrect, probably a senior. At the other forwards position, a senior, number 22, Emma Keene. At a forwards position, a senior, number 25, Kinsey McMahon. And at guard, a senior, number 33, Megan Busick. For Bellmont, they come into this game. They are 1-1. Their games that I see online have been split with Southern Wells. Their head coach, Andy Heim. His assistant coaches, Tori Fueling and Denny Ranking. For the Lady Cadets, they come into this early matchup with a 1-0 record that win over New Haven. Rhea Kaczynski, a 5'7" junior, will start at one guard position. Number 12, Ella Fritcha, a senior, 5'7", will start at guard. Peyton Gully, another guard. Number 14, 5'4", a senior. At looks like at a forwards position, number 24, Annika Nelson. She is just a freshman. And starting at center tonight for the Lady Cadets, a junior standing 6'2", number 55, Shantice Craig. Head coach for the Lady Cadets, Dave Miller, assistant coach Greg Friend and Craig Patterson. Different thing for the Cadets this year, they have no JV or freshman program, so they will have to build during the season and try to find time for some of their youngsters to get in and play. Both teams lost their best players in the offseason. Carissa Garcia gone for the Cadets, and Grace Hunter gone for Bellmont. So both teams will need to try to find themselves here early in the season. It should be an interesting game here at Concordia, an early season non-conference matchup. Your officials tonight, Craig Hershey, he's the lead official. Joey Johnson, one of our other officials, and of course, the one and only James Payne. We'll take our final timeout. When we come back, we'll have the start of Bellmont at Concordia. You're watching high school girls basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
The Acme Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Acme Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors...
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Looking for a way to naturally aid in soothing aches, pains, and sore muscles and reduce inflammation from the skin? Want a relief in minutes? Try Alleviate. Contact Hillary Didier for details. You can find her at didier.hillary@gmail.com or call her at 260-312-1599.
Enable players, coaches, cheerleaders, band members, and referees to perform to the best of their God-given abilities. May all the fans show good sportsmanship and cheer for their team and not against their opponent. Remind us that we are your creation, and may all that we do and say during this competition bring honor and glory to your name. In the name of Jesus Christ we pray. Amen. Please stand for the playing of our national anthem. Starting lineup for tonight's game, we will start with Bellmont. Number 14, Junior Morgan Shiverly. Number 20, Kenzie Filling. Number 22, Senior Emma Keene. Number 25, Senior Kenzie McMahon. And number 33, Senior Megan Buzit. And now for the starting lineup for your Concordia cadets. Number 10, Junior Rhea Kaczynski. Number 12, Senior Ellie Fritcha. Number 14, Senior Peyton Gully. Number 24, freshman Annika Nelson. And number 55, Junior Shanty Craig. In order to promote sportsmanship, ethics, and integrity in high school athletics, Concordia Lutheran High School asks you to participate in positive support of your own team without negative acts directed toward your opponents.
Well, the two teams are ready to go here at Concordia, and we're ready to go here on SummitCitySports.com. My name's Ryan Dellinger. I'll be your host for girls basketball and boys basketball this season here on Summit City Sports. The officials are ready to go. Once again, it's the law firm of Hershey, Johnson, and Payne. Your starters once again for the cadets, Kaczynski, Fritcha, Gully, Nelson, and Craig. For Bellmont, they'll start Shifley, Fueling, Keene, McMahon, and Busick. In the middle to jump will be number 25, McMahon, going up the tall against one of the taller players in the area, Shantice Craig. Concordia dressed in their home white uniforms this evening. Bellmont in their road navy blue with maroon letters and numbers. Congratulations to the Lady Squaws in volleyball. They're state runners-up in 3A this past weekend. Craig Kroll's team played one of the toughest schedules you can possibly play in the state of Indiana, and it paid off as they are your state runners-up in volleyball. Concordia will swing it all the way around the court now. Outside, Fritcher with it. Looking back up top for number 24, Nelson. Back to on the right side, down low to the tallest player on the court, Craig, and outside again. They'll drive baseline, gets cut off, throws it, and it's going to be a turnover on the Lady Cadets. First one in this game. Inbounding number 25, that will be McMahon. She's got number 20 back there with their Fueling, and she'll inbound it. And Fueling with it now from Keene. So Fueling with Peyton Gully on her. She'll drive to her left and reverse back towards the middle. Backdoor cut. Nice look underneath. Ball up off the glass. No good. Tipped around and comes down to, I believe that was number 14, Shifley with the bucket. Left side now to Nelson. She'll dump it down low. Good position there by Craig, and an easy one up and off the glass for Craig. And we are tied up at 2. Concordia will put on a little token pressure here early. Across the timeline comes the Squaws. They'll give it off there to Busick, and they'll swing it all the way to the left side. Up top now, a 16-footer on the way. Partially blocked, saved right underneath the basket, and then tipped out of bounds by the Cadets. 6:35 to play here in our first quarter. The Cadets will stay in the man-to-man out of the inbounds here. Number 22, Keene, will inbounds. And she's having some trouble getting it in. She finally does. They'll pop it outside. A 3-ball on the way off the back of the iron. No good. Craig will chase it down. And here comes Fritcher for the Cadets. She'll go to the right side now to Kaczynski. Kaczynski back up top to Fritcher. Fritcher will launch a long 3, and the bank is open. And a turnover on Bellmont gives the ball back to the Cadets. And they'll inbounds on the far side. That'll be Peyton Gully to trigger it in. She'll throw it into Fritcher and have it picked off. Here comes Busick right to the hole, off the glass, no good. Rebounded there by number 22, I believe that was. Yeah, number 22 with the rebound, Keene, and she'll go to the line and she'll shoot 2. And we'll check to see who the foul is on. It's on number 24, Nelson. Her first, team's first. At the line shooting 2 is Keene. Her first one, no good. Another free throw on the way. The lefty shot up and good. And Keene cuts that lead down to just 2. Gully with it. Now it's nice to see Peyton Gully healthy this season. Nelson will go baseline, and she'll be bumped there by number 25, McMahon. That'll be McMahon's first on Bellmont. Fritcher will take the inbounds pass underneath her. She'll trigger it in, and she'll throw it into Craig. Craig stops, and now is going to launch about a 16-footer off the front of the iron, and it comes right down to McMahon. Here comes Fueling across the timeline. She'll kick it up top. They'll reverse it. Keene will go baseline. Left-handed shot up and blocked by the Cadets, Craig, and the ball is saved by Ray Kaczynski. And the Cadets on the move once again. Kaczynski with the ball now. Good pass underneath, looking for Gully. She can't hold up there with it, and the Cadets turn it over again. Keene right to the hoop, and she's swatted for the second time in a row by Craig. Into the game comes number 13 for the Cadets. That's London Betts. London Betts, one of your all-around very good volleyball players here in Fort Wayne. Maybe one of the top liberos in the city this past year. Inbounding now are the Squaws, and they're going to go all the way around the horn to Fueling on the right wing. She'll turn, and they'll dump it down to the wing and back up top. Looking inside now for Schifferly, but can't get it down there. Dave Miller wants to travel. No call there. Keene with it now. The 5-second call is on now up top. Here goes McMahon. She'll drive into lane. Gets bumped and blocked out of bounds. She tried to take it on the youngster Nelson, and Nelson would have none of that. 4:48 to play here in the first quarter from Concordia High School. It'll be Keene to inbounds. She's got Busick standing just to her right, and they try to cut it underneath. A quick ball fake there, up off the glass, no good. And Nelson with the board. London Betts with it now, left side. They'll go to Fritcher. Fritcher launches another three, no good off the back of the iron, and Busick with the rebound. Bellmont doing a great job on the boards here early, keeping some of the taller Concordia players off. There's a good pass to Keene. She can't dribble. No call there. And Keene will back it out. She picks up a dribble and looking to give it to Busick. Busick now with it up way out by the timeline. She picks up her dribble and gives it back to Keene. They'll go a little give and go here. And a step back jumper, no good. Craig with the rebound. Craig last year was injured for the majority of the season with an ACL. Quick shot there by Peyton Gully, and she drains it. Left side now to Keene. She'll look down low. Up top now to McMahon. McMahon on the side to Schifferly. She looks down low for the lefty Keene. Inside now. No shot there. And now Keene with it on the right baseline. Looking down low. Good move there. Up and under. No bucket. And Nelson with the rebound. And a couple players get tangled up and go down as Nelson goes the other way right to the rack and misses the shot. Looking ahead for number 23 or 33, Busick, and out of bounds. Into the game comes Chastity Craig. She'll replace Peyton Gully, and Fritcher will inbounds as we have our first sub for Bellmont, number 21, Morris. Faith Morris in for the first time. She'll replace Busick. We've got 3:15 to play here in our opening quarter. London Betts with the ball, right side, tipped away by Busick. Have not seen CeCe Calloway in this game yet for the Lady Cadets. Nelson to inbounds. And to London Betts. Betts will come here to the near side. She'll stop and give it up to Craig. Craig in the lane, goes right by one player to the hoop and hits the bucket. Nice play there by the Cadets. Busick across the timeline, Betts on here. Morris now will spin it around to Keene. She'll go baseline, has some room and gets it swatted. Chastity Craig, Shantice Craig having her own personal block party here in the first quarter. Tipped away, and James Payne says there's a foul.
The foul is against Bellmont's Emma Keene.
Keene gets called for the foul, her first, team second. Number 10, Blakey in, and she'll replace Keene. Good position there by Craig. She'll spin, left-handed shot up, no good. Tips around and comes down to Morris, and behind the play, one of the Bellmont girls was struck right in the eye with an elbow. Good look down low, quick shot up and good. Schifferly with her second bucket, and it's a 5-point lead for the Cadets. That was McMahon that took the elbow right in the face. London Betts with a nice little crossover, a little floater in the lane, no good. And they'll call a foul on Craig over the back, a little push. Into the game for the Concordia Cadets is number 20, Meg Barkley. Barkley saw a lot of action last year on the varsity for Concordia. She'll check in for Craig. Meg Barkley, a pretty good defensive player for the Cadets. Busick now headed towards the timeline. London Betts right on her. She'll reverse and give it up top to McMahon. A quick shot on the way, a three, no good. Good block out there by Craig. And number 14, Schifferly, going to get called for the push in the back. Third team foul on Bellmont. Nelson inbounds now to London Betts. Betts will look and keep her dribble. She's looking for Nelson. Now she'll 5-second count on. Craig now in the corner to Barkley. Barkley up top to a wide open Fritsch. She's going to launch a three and hit it. Fritsch's second three of the game. And the Cadets out to an 8-point lead as Bellmont tries to answer. Up top now to Busick. She'll turn. And they'll spin it up top to McMahon. McMahon will go on the far side through the hands of Bleaky and out of bounds. Two turnovers now on Bellmont. 1:10 to play here in a quick, fast-paced, clean first quarter. Barkley on the left wing now. She'll stop and give it to Nelson. Nelson looks. One thing you will know about Concordia this year, they're going to have to learn to space the court. Last year they got away with a lot of stuff because they had Carissa Garcia, and she could make up for a lot of their inequities at time and be able to just get to the rack and get some points. This year, they're going to have to spread the court out and try to find some balanced scoring from not just the starters, but some of their players on the bench, like this young lady, Fritsch. Off of Betts' hands, she'll pick up the loose ball. 40 seconds to play here in the first quarter. They'll be patient and give it to Fritsch. And back up top now to Barkley. Around to Betts. Betts will hold on to the ball. Under 30 to play. Good backdoor cut by Fritsch. Nice play by Ella Fritsch. Her seventh, and the Cadets up by 10. McMahon with the now right side of Bleaky. Bleaky goes right side, cut off. Up top now to Busick. She'll launch a line drive three and hit it. And 1 second, and they won't get a shot off, and that'll do it for the first quarter. Fueling with the quick three there. And after one, it is 15-8 Concordia. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have the start of the second quarter. You're watching high school girls basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
The Acme Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Acme Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors...
For every victory, for every highlight, for every team in the Summit Athletic Conference, we've got you covered. Like, follow, and subscribe for all the latest.
Back here at Concordia, a quick first quarter is already done. The Cadets lead 15-8. They got 7 points from Ella Fritsch, 3 from Peyton Gully, 2 from the Craig sisters each. For Bellmont, 4 from Schifferly, 3 from Fueling, and 1 from Keene. The Cadets with just 3 turnovers in that first quarter. Bellmont did a very nice job with the ball, just committing 2 turnovers. Once again, our officials tonight, Craig Hershey, Joey Johnson, and the illustrious James Payne. And it looks like we're ready to go. They had to reset the clock. They'll inbound it now. Number 21 will handle it here. Morris to McMahon. Right side now to number 24, Heckman, who checked in. Back to McMahon. She'll drive baseline on Craig, who's back into the game. And she'll pick up her dribble and give it to Heckman. Heckman up way up top now. To Busick in the lane, left-handed. Ooh, almost dropped. And we'll see if they said it's on the floor. I think they say the bump was before the shot. And they do. They say it's a block, so inbounding is number 13, Busick. Busick inbounds it to McMahon and up top to Heckman. Heckman swings it all the way around. That was Busick with it. That was a set play out of the out of bounds. They'll look underneath for Bleaky, but can't get it in there because Peyton Gully is doing some good defense. Now here's Bleaky with it. Now she thinks about it. Now she'll look and give it to McMahon. McMahon will drive in on Craig, gets between both sisters and blocked on the arm by Craig. And on Craig, that will be her second. And that will send the Squaws to the line to shoot 2. That'll send number 25, McMahon, to the line. And the first one up and good. McMahon with her first points of the night. Lead back down to 6. And the next one up and good as well. 3-4 from the line here early is Bellmont. Lennon Betts will handle the point guard job duties right now for the Lady Cadets. She'll go right side to Peyton Gully, back to Betts. She'll look for Meg Barkley and give it to her. Bellmont Squaws have gone into a 3-2 matchup, and there's a foul on McMahon. She can't get back on that, and that'll send the Cadets to the line to shoot their first foul shots of the evening. That'll be Chastity Craig to shoot. Up off the bench is Anderson for the Cadets, and I believe she's going to check in for the shooter at the next dead ball. Craig's free throw up and good. Nope, they'll come in for Shantice Craig. She's got 2 fouls, so they'll play a little defense for offense right now, will coach Dave Miller. Second offering in good. Quickly up the court comes Bellmont. Heckman with it now. Up top to Bleaky. She'll swing it to the left side. They'll think about the 3 there. Up top to Bleaky. She'll think. Nope, nothing there. Looks inside. Good down pass down there to Schifferly. She couldn't hold on to it. And another turnover on Bellmont. And then a turnover for the Cadets. And here comes number 21 to the hoop. She hits the bucket. That is Faith Morris. The turnover lead so easy, too, for Bellmont. Peyton Gully with it now. I'm trying to see if they're actually in a 3-2. If it is, it's a very modified type. They have to jump out quickly. So, yeah, it's a matchup 3-2 for Bellmont here. Craig with it. She'll drive baseline. Up, off the glass, and she'll get called for a travel. 5 turnovers on the Cadets. Back in for Concordia, Kaczynski, and Fritcha. Bleaky to inbounds for Bellmont. She'll give it to Busick. Busick will handle the duties here as Fueling takes a quick break for Bellmont. Up top to Bleaky, around to Heckman. Heckman looks inside to a cutting Busick. Gets around a couple players and finds number 21. That is Morris, and she drains another one. And the lead down to 3 for the Cadets. Kaczynski with it, now to Gully. Gully one dribble over the top to Fritcha. In the corner to Kaczynski. She looks inside for Anderson. Loses it, but picks up the loose ball, and now to Craig. Back to Fritcha. And she'll give it to Gully. Gully back to Fritcha off the screen. Launches a 3 short. And it comes down to Schifferly. Up ahead comes Busick. Around a player off the glass and good. And the lead down to just 1. A timeout on the court. Concordia will take a timeout. You're watching high school basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
The Acme Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Acme Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors...
For every victory, for every highlight, for every team in the Summit Athletic Conference, we've got you covered. Like, follow, and subscribe for all the latest.
Out of the timeout, it's Cadets ball. Their one-time 10-point lead has gone down to just 1. Fritcher with it now. Back up top to Betts. This zone is causing havoc now for Concordia. A tip ball goes to Fritcher and back to Betts. Around the gully. Cadets just have to be patient here. There is a lot of room to roam in that middle on a 3-2, especially on a back cut. Fritcher with it now. She'll stop. Look inside for Craig. It tips, deflects, and goes to Fueling. Another turnover on the Cadets. Here comes Fueling for Bellmont. She'll bring it across the timeline and slow it up. She's looking inside for Schifferly. Now gives it up to the right side to Morris. Morris goes baseline and gets cut off. Loses. Actually, it hit the backboard on the pass. And we'll have a tie-up, and the ball, I believe, goes to the Lady Cadets. 4:22 to play here in the first half. Anderson to inbound. She'll give it up to Lendon Betts, and she'll get the offense going here at Concordia. Right side now to Anderson. Anderson with the ball around one player and gives it up to Fritcher and around to Peyton Gully. In the lane goes Gully. She's tied up there. The ball's loose on the floor and picked up by Bellmont. And here comes Busick ahead now to Morris. She'll stop and pop off the glass, and guess who's got the lead? Bellmont. Right side now to Fritcher. She'll think about the three and back to Peyton Gully. Over to London Betts. Back cut there by Craig, but can't get the ball to her. We'll see how long Dave Miller goes on here without Shantice Craig. That is Nelson with the ball. Back to Gully. Back to Anderson, and she'll step into a long three. It's hard. And Schifferly with the rebound for Bellmont. And she'll give it up to Fueling, and Fueling will slow things down here. Also Keene back into the lineup for the Squaws. Morris thought about it, now back up top to Fueling. Fueling's already got 1-3, loses it, but it goes right to Morris. Keene with it now, and we've got a timeout on the court, Bellmont. We'll stay right here. It's just a 30-second timeout anyway, so we'll stay right here. Today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports. And be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. I want to thank our other sponsors tonight, Kelly Automotive Group, Acme Bar and Grill, Kurtz Mio, Indiana Wesleyan, Tom Steele Tire, The Big Eyed Fish, Alice Teca, Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning, Ball Sports Academy, and of course, Parkview Sports Medicine. If you would like to become a sponsor here on Summit City Sports, we'd love to have you. Go to our webpage, SummitCitySports.com, get the email to Jeff Mahoney, our boss here, and he'll sit down with you and come up with a perfect package to help you, help us support local athletes here in the 260. So become a sponsor. We'd love to have you. Keene to inbound. She'll look and fire it in now to Fueling. Fueling going right side. Gives it up there to Busick, and she's fouled by Nelson. Bad foul, too far away on that. Nelson will pick up her second. Back into the game is Shantice Craig, so we'll see how long Dave Miller will allow Nelson to stay out there with those two fouls. 2:57 to play here in the first half. Up top to Morris. She'll drop it down low to Keene. Keene will get her screen up top. Busick now over to Fueling. Fueling takes a bump, fires it to Morris. Morris has had the hot hand, not on that one, but Keene's in the right spot. Misses the bunny and goes off her hand out of bounds. Cadets will have the ball. 2:40 to play. So far in this period, the Squaws have outscored the Cadets 10-2. Gully with it now ever since they put this 2-3 or 3-2 matchup in. Nice play by Craig to go right to the rack. Again with the rebound, misses the shot. Ooh, and she almost got called for her third foul. Quickly up the court comes Fueling. Right side now to Morris. Morris will pick it up, pop it up top now to Keene. Keene with the left hand will go left. And right there for her fourth block of the game is Shantice Craig. I think we have a sub. We're going to have multiple subs coming in. Bleaky will come in for Bellmont, and she will place Busick into the game for the Cadets as Meg Barkley. She'll replace Peyton Gawley. Quick inbounds to Schifferly, now up top to Fueling. And Fueling's like, hey, we're not running the play here, so we're going to start over. Keene with it on the right wing. Good look inside now to Schifferle. She's tied up there and has her pocket picked. And here comes Nelson. Nelson, the freshman, and she's fouled on the court by, I believe, Fueling. Her first, team's fifth. It'll be Fritcher to inbounds with 1:55 to play here in the first half. Quick inbounds to Nelson. She'll launch a three. It's off the side of the iron. No good. Nice block out there by Schifferle. Her fourth. Up the court comes Morris quickly, and she'll give it to Keene. Keene will spin it left side now to Fueling. Fueling has done a great job of controlling the pace for Bellmont in the half court. Morris with it now underneath to that young lady, and she is fouled. Fueling will go to the line to shoot two. We'll see who got hit with that foul. Number 20 getting hit with that foul. That's Meg Barkley, her first, team's fifth. And a chance for Bellmont to extend their lead. Well, they battled back. They were down once 15-5, and they have put on a big-time run here in the second quarter. That shot's going to go off the right side of the iron and no good. Chastity Craig will jump up off the bench now for the Lady Cadets, and she'll check back in. I would be willing to bet they're going to take Nelson out. See if Dave Miller goes a little offense for defense down the stretch here. Shantice Craig with 2 fouls. And Fueling's second offering up and hard off the back of the iron and tips. And it comes down to Bleekie. Up top to Fueling, and she's going to cross court it now to Morris. Morris is cut off quickly there by Betts, and up top to Bleekie, and they'll swing it back over to Fueling. Up top now, another three on the way, no good. Hard off the back of the iron, and they're going to call a push in the back on Morris. And now the Lady Cadets will be in the bonus the rest of this first half. 1:09 to play. Here comes London Butts across the timeline. She'll slow it down a little bit. And Bellmont will stay in that 3-2 matchup zone, excuse me. They're really packing it down low, and here comes Fritcher with another three from the left wing. No good. Craig with the board. She'll go up strong. No foul called. Barkley catches it. No good. Off a couple different players. And here comes Bellmont. They may play for the last. Nope, they're going to call a travel on Bleekie. Team's fifth, and we've got 30.5 seconds to play here in the first half. We'll see if the Cadets play for the last shot. They certainly could with this 3-2 matchup zone. They will not contest you away from the bucket. Barkley with it back to Betts. Betts stops and gives it back to Barkley. Barkley will go left baseline and now stop and come back towards the center of the court. Good high-low there between the sisters, Craig. And a tie-up on the court, the ball back to Bellmont. 12.1 seconds to play here in the first half. We'll see if the Cadets go with some full-court pressure. Back into the game is number 33, Busick, and she'll replace Bleekie in these final minutes of the first half. We've got 10 seconds. Fueling with it now. She's got Betts on her. Quick pass now to Morris. Morris can't dribble. That's the double dribble. And that will give the Cadets one last chance to score. They've only scored 3-2 here in this second quarter, and it'll be Barkley to inbounds. And they're going to have to go quick. Here's Fritcher with it now. They'll go man-to-man. And a long shot coming from Fritcher. She hits the front of the iron, and that will do it for the first half. At the end of one half, it is Bellmont leading Concordia 18-17. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll look at the stats. You're watching high school basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Sports Medicine's integrated sports medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it, certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walk-in clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators or visit parkviewsportsmedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to improve athletes at all levels.
The Acme Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Acme Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors
Give your home the curb appeal it deserves, and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com, request your virtual quote, and use the code SummitCity for 15% off all power washing services today. That's kurtzmio.com, supporting the youth of Fort Wayne. Looking for a way to naturally aid in soothing aches, pains, and sore muscles and reduce inflammation from the skin? Want a relief in minutes? Try Alleviate. Contact Hillary Didier for details. You can find her at didier.hillary@gmail.com or call her at 260-312-1599.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Come see us in Decatur at the 2733 Auto Mall and shop 7 brands in one location. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express walk-in clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Parkview Ortho Express, located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, gives you access to quick care and orthopedic physicians when you need it most. Get x-rays, treatment, and referrals to Parkview Care, all in the convenience of a walk-in clinic. Parkview Ortho Express is open Monday through Thursday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Call 260-266-4007 for more information. Developing athletes to be foundationally strong. Healthy and consistent training. Expert staff. Long-term athletic development. Parkview Sports Medicine Performance. Any athlete, any age, any skill level.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game. the game of life.
Thank you for supporting Summit City Sports. For the last several years, we've provided the Fort Wayne community and beyond with coverage of a variety of sports, thanks to our title sponsorship from Parkview Sports Medicine. Since we began in 2015, our annual budget has covered the cost of videographers and commentators to over 300 plus games each year. New equipment and maintenance of that equipment, along with increased broadcast rights fees from the IHSAA. This season, we're reaching out to friends, families, and local businesses for additional sponsorships and donations. You can help us grow and get coverage to your favorite team or sport. A Summit City Sports sponsorship or donation will help make that happen. We have the goal of bringing fans live stream games of every SAC game we cover. With the additional funds, we'd invest in mobile internet devices, allowing us to bring our supporters every SAC conference football and boys and girls basketball games live, as well as more coverage for sports like cross country, tennis, golf, swimming, wrestling, track and field, baseball, and softball. For more information on sponsorships or how to donate, visit SummitCitySports.com.
Welcome back to Concordia High School. We're at halftime here in a low-scoring first half between Bellmont and Concordia. It is Bellmont leading right now 18-17. They outscored the Cadets 10-2 in that second quarter. Taking a look at the scoring first for the Lady Squaws, 4 from Schifferly. She also checked in with 4 rebounds. 3 from Fueling, 6 from Morris off of the bench, 1 from Keene, 2 from McMahon, and 2 from Busick. They're shooting 3 of 6 from the line. And they've also got 6 turnovers. For Concordia, they went cold there in that second quarter for Dave Miller's team. They've got 7 turnovers here in the first half. They shot a perfect 2 of 2 from the free throw line. They got 8 points from Ella Fritcha, 3 from Peyton Gully, 4 from Chastity Craig, and 2 from her sister, Shantice Craig. She also chipped in with 4 boards there in the first half. Today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Once again, if you're a Bellmont fan, I want to congratulate your ladies volleyball team on being the state runner-up. You played one of the toughest schedules I think I've ever seen in high school. I did some of the games here on Summit City Sports, and I have to tell you, Craig Kroll did a great job with a great group of young ladies there, winning that very, very tough sectional you were in, and then beating Angola and then taking out the next team in the tournament and getting all the way to the state championship. Just an outstanding job by Craig Kroll. I just can't express how great of a job that guy did getting that team to the state championship, because they played a tough schedule. The record was a little, different there because of that schedule, and he wasn't afraid to go play the big boys in all of the conferences. So just a great job by Bellmont. Congratulations, well deserved, and we can't wait to get out there next year to Decatur to watch his young ladies play once again. He probably doesn't want me there because it seemed like every time I went last year they ended up losing in a close one. So congratulations to Craig Kroll and all of the ladies squaws. We'll take our final time out. When we come back, we'll have the start of the second half. You're watching high school basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
The Acme Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Acme Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors...
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach. but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Looking for a way to naturally aid in soothing aches, pains, and sore muscles and reduce inflammation from the skin? Want a relief in minutes? Try Alleviate. Contact Hillary Didier for details. You can find her at Didier.
Timeout over. They went with a quick last minute there on us. Peyton Gully with the ball now for the Cadets. They'll start with it here in this third quarter. Back to Gully on the left wing. They'll stay in the zone, Will Bellmont. Back up top to Kaczynski. Kaczynski goes back to Gully, looking inside now to Craig. They'll triple team her. She'll spin baseline. Puts it on the floor, and that's a bad place to go, and they're going to call a foul on Keene. And Keene doesn't agree, and neither does the head coach. James Payne will make the call here in front of us. That'll be Keene's second. Team's first here. It'll be Fritchie to inbound. She'll throw it into Craig. Craig to Gully around the screen. She'll get bodied and muscled out of there by McMahon. And up top to Kaczynski. Kaczynski thinks about it. Right side now to Gully. Gully back to Kaczynski. And that zone has completely stifled the offense of Concordia. Fritchie with it now. An easy way to beat that zone is to run somebody across that foul line. And if you can get somebody that can do that, that might be a Barkley or Nelson type player. You can really do some damage in there. Gully has it blocked out of bounds by Keene, and Keene flexes some muscles. Fritchie to inbounds. 7:01 to play here in the third quarter. Quick inbounds now to Gully, up top to Kaczynski. Right side back to Fritchie, and she says, why not? I'll launch it. Off the back of the iron, no good. Chastity Craig with the rebound. Fritchie looks and gives it to Craig. Inside to Shantice Craig, and she's hit on the wrist by Keene. Keene's going to pick up another foul, I believe. Yep, her third. That'll send Craig to the line to shoot two. Shantice Craig will shoot the two. If she can get one of these, we'll be tied up. It'll be a long time since the Cadets scored a point. Her free throw in and out. Craig last year had to sit the season out with the torn ACL. And the reason why we're not seeing Cece Calloway tonight for the Cadets, we understand she's coming off an injury during the AAU season. So they're saying about 2 more weeks for that young lady. Craig drains 1 out of 2. And the Cadets tie it up. Up the court comes, that's Busick with the ball. She's bumped there by Kaczynski. Her first, team's first. Kaczynski might have rolled an ankle. Morris will come in for Keene. Keene will check out with those 3 fouls. Morris will check in with her 6 points. Back up top to Morris. She'll ball fake, look in the corner. Kaczynski with some good defense there on Busick. Fueling with it now on Peyton Gully. Goes baseline, gets around one player. Floater in the lane, no good. And another block, the 5th of the game for Craig. Quick 3 on the way. And there's a hard block out and a rebound by Craig. And a throwaway now. I think we're going to have a foul called on Bellmont. I believe that's called on Morris. Faith Morris picks up her second, team's third. Right side now to Fritchie. Back up top to Kaczynski and all the way around to Gully. Gully waits and back to Kaczynski, inside to Craig. They want to go that high-low again, did the Craig sisters. Gully launches a 3, and it's good from downtown for Peyton Gully. And the Cadets back to a 3-point lead. It's been a while since they've hit a field goal. Left side now to Busick. The lefty thinks about it, now looks inside for McMahon. They'll back it back out and give it to Schifferle. Around over to Morris. Good cut inside. Nice play by Busick up off the glass. And a big bucket. Her fourth point of the game, and we're back within a 1-point game here. London Betts will check in at the next dead ball. Gully with it now to Fritchie. Back to Gully. And back to Fritcha. Fritcha thinks about it for a second. And back to Peyton Gully. They'll play a little give and go and back and forth here as Kaczynski runs that baseline. Now back up top. And back to Gully. Cadets are just very patient here. Cross court to Fritcha. She'll line up a three, launch it, and drain it. Fritcha with her third three of the game and the first player into double figures with 11 points. Busick with it now up top. McMahon drives on Craig, gets cut off, and gives it to Morris. Morris goes baseline and gets cut off. Back up top to Schifferly. She'll launch a quick two. Off the back of the iron, no good. Fritcha with the board. Fritcha across the timeline quickly in the lane, kicks it out and gets called for a travel. We've got a whistle. London Betts will come in for Kaczynski. I think Kaczynski might have rolled her ankle a bit when she was guarding, I believe that was Busick earlier. Now Concordia will pick up in a little token full court pressure, fueling right through all of that. Goes to the hoop and gets blocked again by Craig, her seventh, and she's down behind the play. Now up off the floor. Betts with it in the corner now. And back over to Betts. Betts has yet to take a shot. And that almost was a travel. Back to Betts, and they'll just let her stand out there. She'll look inside for Shantice Craig. Now back to the left side to Fritcha and back to Betts. 3:50 to play here in the third quarter. Back up top. Oh, a long one. I think she shot that one from somewhere over on Coliseum Boulevard. And a little short for Fritcha. In the lane goes Busick. She's bumped on the hip, and she'll shoot two. Fouls on London Betts, her first, team second. Busick to shoot two for the Squaws. Lefty up and off the front of the iron and good. Second one up and splash, good as well. We'll have a sub and I think a full timeout on the court. Nope, we're having a, nope. I don't know, are we having a timeout or not? We are having a timeout. We'll take a timeout. You're watching high school basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
The Acme Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Acme Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors...
For every victory, for every highlight, for every team in the Summit Athletic Conference, we've got you covered. Like, follow, and subscribe for all the latest.
After two quick free throws by Bellmont, get the game within 2 points. They decide to go ahead and use one of their timeouts here in the second half. And they trail by two. It'll be Concordia's ball. Concordia's got some hot shooting to start this second half. They got a three from Fritcha and a three from Gully. And they've kind of figured out this zone defense, running Craig on the high-low between the two sisters, mainly Chastity running up top and her sister Shantice running down below. For Bellmont, you know, they just balanced, super balanced. Schifferly does a nice job on the cuts, and she gets some good looks there. McMahon's tough underneath. Betts inside now to Craig. Tosses it up top to Fritcha. Back up to Peyton Gully, who just checked back in. Around to Betts. And now that zone extends out just a bit for Bellmont. Fritcha with it now in the lane. Throws it up, gets hit, but it comes right to Craig. Loose ball on the court. And we've got a tie-up, and it goes to Bellmont. You're going to throw it in there to Shantice Craig. You want to get it up there nice and high. They're going to give the ball to the wrong team, yeah. Andy Heim, the head coach at Bellmont, saw that. Our officials tonight, Craig Hershey, Joey Johnson, and James Payne. Fueling tries to get a screen there, but can't lose London Betts, and London Betts will get called for the armbar. Her second, team's third. Don't forget, Friday night here on Summit City Sports, we'll have football for you. Joey Johnson just about put that ball down because nobody was coming to take it. Heckman inbounds. McMahon will spin, throw it up, and it's an air ball, and it'll come down to Craig. Up ahead now to Fritcha. Fritcha thinks about the three and gives it back to Betts. Good job by Betts. She'll slow it up. 2:40 to play. Betts around one player and gives it to Craig. Craig in the corner to Fritcha and back to Gully. See Craig, if she goes right to the top of the post, she's going to be open. In and out, and Morris with the rebound. Morris ahead now looking for Heckman. She'll stop and give it to Fueling. Fueling up top to Heckman, and they'll swing it to the right side. Morris on the drive and cut off. Pass in the lane, a wild one, but Schifferle comes up with it. She'll shoot it off the glass. No good. Craig comes sailing in and gets the rebound, her sixth. London Betts now will slow it up. 2 minutes to play. Right side now to Gully. Gully will be patient here. Ooh, London Betts was open. Nobody saw her. You see right there where Shantice Craig is playing is the way to beat a 3-2 zone. You can set a screen there and get your player into the lane, or you can do a screen and roll, and it works a lot if you know how to do it. Trust me, when I played here at Concordia, my head coach Glenn Parrish, we ran the 3-2 defense my entire junior and senior year, so we got schooled in how to try to beat it, having to run it. 1:27 to play. Craig open under the bucket. She'll catch the ball, throw it outside. Here comes another three on the way, hard off the back of the iron, and it comes down to Schifferle. Schifferle with her fifth offensive board, ahead now to McMahon. Schifferle with it, over to Morris. Morris with a minute to play here in the third quarter. Heckman now on the right wing. She won't shoot. 1 minute to play. Off the knee of Morris and out of bounds from the deflection. Meg Barkley checks in for the Cadets. She'll replace Peyton Gully. Cadets with a 2-point lead. We've got 58 seconds to play here in a very quick third quarter. Betts now across the timeline to Barkley. Back to Betts. And back to Barkley. And there's Craig right there. When you do a ball fake and go right there, you're going to get it every time. Shantice Craig will launch about a 16-footer. It's hard off the back of the iron. It comes to Cassidy Craig. Ball goes off of a Bellmont player. And we'll stay with the Cadets with 34.7 seconds to play. Craig wide open. Nobody picks her up, and she hits the shot. Her fifth point. And here comes Fueling for Bellmont. She'll go behind the back. Now slows it up and gives it to Heckman. Left side now to Morris. Morris will look for Fueling under the basket. Now finds her. Up top now to Schifferle, and right side now to McMahon, who will launch a three and hit it. A long three for Bellmont. 7 seconds, 5 seconds, and a travel. McMahon's three cuts the lead to 1 here as number 33, Busick, will check in for Schifferle. So another shooter on the court for the Lady Squaws. And they'll get one last chance here in the third quarter. Heckman will get the ball. She'll come across the timeline. Not much time left. A long three on the way off the back of the iron, and that will do it for the third quarter. At the end of three, it's the Cadets 26, Bellmont 25. We'll take a timeout. You're watching high school basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Acme Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Acme Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors...
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Looking for a way to naturally aid in soothing aches, pains, and sore muscles and reduce inflammation from the skin? Want a relief in minutes? Try Alleviate. Contact Hillary Didier for details. You can find her at didier.hillary@gmail.com or call her at 260-312-1599.
Well, another quick stop between quarters. I think these officials must have dates tonight because they got the action going right away. Betts now to Barkley. Back to Betts, and now they're really extending out that 3-2 matchup. Barkley with it now. They're trying to make Betts turn the ball over. Inside now to Craig. She loses it off her foot, and it'll roll all the way out of bounds. The Cadets now with 10 turnovers and a chance for Bellmont to regain the lead. James Payne will hand the ball to McMahon, and she'll inbounds it now to Fueling. Fueling back to McMahon, who just hit a big three, and now to Busick on the left wing. Busick looks in the corner, up top now to Keene. Swings it over to Morris. She'll shoot about a 10-footer, misses it, and it'll go off of a Cadet and out of bounds, as I believe that was McMahon that was trying to grab it for Bellmont. It'll be Busick the inbounds. She'll throw it in, and they're going to reverse it all the way around. They run this inbounds play about every time. And there's a bump, and they're going to call a push on Betts. And I believe they're going to send that'll send Busick to the line to shoot too. Dave Miller does not agree with that was in the act of shooting, but it was pretty close. Lefty up and good. And we are tied up at 25 as well. And the lead back to Bellmont on the free throw for Busick. Betts now will dribble, gets cut off. Back to Barkley. And Barkley they'll go all the way. They were trying to go all the way over to Fritcha in that corner, but couldn't get it to her. Betts inside to Craig. Craig fires it cross court to Fritcha. Back to Betts. Betts back to Fritcha, and inside now to Craig. Triple team comes, cross court to her sister, and she's fouled on the hip by number 33, Busick. Her first, team's fourth. Chastity Craig will shoot two for the Cadets. Craig to tie the ball game up, and she promptly does. And a chance for the Cadets to take the lead, and they do. And we've got a whistle. And we've got a young lady bleeding on the court. That's number 22, Keene, and she's got to go off the court. Schifferly will check back in. That's 5 of 6 from the line. Also back into the lineup comes Nelson for Concordia. She'll replace London Betts. Fueling with the ball. Her team trails by 1. She'll come here to the near side. She'll give it to Busick. Busick back to McMahon. They'll swing it to Morris. Looking inside now for Busick, but she's cut off. up top and swinging it back around to Fueling. Fueling will get it up top to Busick, who's blocked again. And for the Craig sisters, they're up to 8 blocks. Meg Barkley with the ball now. She'll stop, pick up her dribble, and fire it to Fritcha. Fritcha will slow it down and right back to Meg Barkley. Barkley goes baseline, gets cut off. Looks inside for Craig. She'll come down with a loose ball, turns, dribbles it off her foot, and another turnover on the Cadets. And here comes Bellmont. Schifferly in the lane and gets called for a travel. 8 turnovers now, and Peyton Gully will check back in for Concordia. And she's going to come in for Meg Barkley. So Gully and Fritcha, the sharpshooters on the court for the Lady Cadets. 6 minutes to play here in our final stanza. Back up top now. And there's a foul on number 25, McMahon. That is her third, team's 5th. And that will Keene fixed pretty quick by the training staff, and she'll check back in for Busick. Gully with it now. On that 3-2 that they're running, they put a tall player out there. It's hard to do a ball reversal. Good look down low. And off the foot of Shantice Craig and out of bounds. Fueling to bring it across the timeline. Cadets will stay in a man-to-man. Now to McMahon, right side to Morris. Morris looks, ball fakes, and is trying to get it to Schifferly, but cannot. McMahon up top, over to Keene. Keene around the screen, in the lane, and she's fouled on the floor by Chastity Craig. That'll be her first, team's 5th.
Foul against Concordia's Chastity Craig.
So the Cadets now will be in the bonus the rest of this game. Actually, just the 4th team. Whoop, they gave that to the wrong team. So 5 team fouls on each team. Up top now to Morris, back to Keene. And the left side now to Fueling. She'll look for a cutting Morris. Morris wants to get it down low, but cannot. Fueling will launch a 3, short off the front of the iron, and right there is McMahon. She'll step back and fire. That's short, and it comes down to Morris. Keene with it now on this left wing. She'll look and give it to McMahon. McMahon will drive in on Anderson and blocked again for the 9th time. It is Craig with a block. In the lane goes Fritcha to Chastity Craig. She'll look inside for her sister. Bad pass. And here comes McMahon ahead now to Morris to the rack, and she hits the shot. Eight points now for that young lady. 3 on the way, no good, and rebounded by Schifferly. Into the game comes Busick, back in for the Cadets. Meg Barkley. .4:10 to play here in our final quarter. It'll be McMahon triggered inbounds. Now the Cadets will pick up a little bit more full court. Bellmont now in the 1-and-1. Right to the hoop goes Fueling. She misses it. Tipped out of bounds by Shantice Craig. See if maybe Dave Miller uses one of his timeouts here shortly. Here's a back screen now, and here comes Busick. She'll catch the ball. She'll go baseline. Left-handed floater in the air, no good, and it comes down to Peyton Gully. She'll bring it across the timeline and give it to Fritcha. Fritcha stops and comes to the near side. Barkley with it. Left side now to Gully. She thinks. Back to Barkley. And back to Gully in the corner now to Anderson. She'll go baseline. She'll shoot a floater. No good. Craig with the board. Up and fouled. Shantice Craig will go to the line to shoot two. That foul's on number 22, Keene, and she has picked up her fourth personal foul. Both teams in the bonus the rest of this matchup. A lefty to tie it up. Oh, yeah, she used all the rim on that one. It bangs around and goes in, and we're tied up at 29. Meg Barkley comes out for the Cadets. Back in, London Betts. Number 21, Morris, back at the scores table to check in for Bellmont. Her ball in and out, and Schifferly with her seventh board. And we are tied up at 29 with 3:25 to play here in the final quarter. Keene with it. She'll go baseline on Fritchett. Gets the baseline but gets cut off. Gives it to Fueling. Back up top to McMahon. Now to Schifferly. She'll launch. No good. And guess who's got another rebound? Peyton Gully. At 5'4", she has 2 rebounds this evening. Craig inside. She'll spin. Now spin into the lane, and she'll get called for the walk. And I'm thinking Dave Miller. Nope, we got a timeout, or not a timeout, but a sub coming in. As Keene will check out. She's got 4 fouls, and Morris will check back in for Bellmont. And a timeout on the court. Bellmont will take a timeout. You're watching high school basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
The Acme Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Acme Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors...
For every victory, for every highlight, for every team in the Summit Athletic Conference, we've got you covered. Like, follow, and subscribe for all the latest.
Timeout over here with 2:57 to play here in the final quarter. It is all tied up at 29. It'll be McMahon to inbound. She'll get the inbounds pass from James Payne. And they're looking to get it into Fueling. No, they'll give it to Busick. Now over to Fueling on the far side. Bounces through her hands and hits her in the forehead. And she'll control. Morris with it now, left side of Busick. She'll think about a long three. That's going to be left. And another rebound for Craig, her 8th. And now can the Cadets get a good possession here? As they'll run now Shantice Craig up to the top of the key. And now back over to Peyton Gully. Craig with it. Oh, good. I had London Betts standing wide open under there and missed her. 15 turnovers on the Cadets. Left side now to Busick. She'll go baseline, gets cut off. Gets tripped and throws it outside to Moore. She'll launch a 14-footer and no good. Craig, can she catch up to it? She does. And she's got her 9th rebound and a timeout on the court, the Cadets. And they'll use a full timeout. We'll take a quick timeout. You're watching high school basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
The Acme Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Acme Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors...
For every victory, for every highlight, For every team in the Summit Athletic Conference, we've got you covered. Like, follow, and subscribe for all the latest.
Timeout over here, 2:09 to play. We're tied up at 29 apiece. This game has overtime written all over it. It'll be the Cadets' ball. Good rebound there by Shantice Craig. She is a bit winded, back in her first action here for the Cadets. The Cadets on the season 1-0 already with a win over New Haven. Bellmont, they split, I guess, a doubleheader with Southern Wells. So that's what their record shows, and that's what it says online, so we'll go with that. They stand at 1-1. Here's London Betts with it now. They'll stay in that 3-2 matchup, and they'll extend out on Betts. Left side now to Fritcha. Up top and looking in. They're trying to go high-low here. Shantice Craig's got to be careful not getting caught in that lane on a 3-second violation. I see James Payne. He's the official. He is eyeing her as she camps out on there occasionally. The Cadets will just be patient here, and they'll run some time off the clock. Both teams in the 1-1 here the rest of the way. Well, why the two teams will just be a little bit patient here. We'll thank some of our sponsors. Want to thank Kelly Automotive Group, Acme Bar and Grill, Kurtz Mio, Indiana Wesleyan, Tom Steele Tire, Big Eyed Fish, Alisteca Mexican Restaurant, Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning, Ball Sports Academy, and, of course, Parkview Sports Medicine. That foul's called on McMahon. Oh, they called a timeout prior to the foul. So we have a 30-second timeout here. I mentioned it before, Friday night here on Summit City Sports, boys and girls. We've got regional football action for you. Concordia will take on Bishop Chittard. Dwenger, I believe, plays West Lafayette, and it'll be Carmel coming all the way up here to Fort Wayne to take on Homestead Friday night here on Summit City Sports. We'll be back with you Saturday with high school basketball, as I will go out to Wayne as the Homestead Lady Spartans, the #1 ranked team in the state, will take on the Wayne Generals. So 1:07 to play, 29-29 our score, and that ball's inbounds. It was interesting because that timeout was took right before a foul was called. And now it'll be a double team, and on the court a tie-up. The ball back to Bellmont with 58 seconds. And that's exactly what they had planned, a trap right there. So now with both teams in the 1-1, you've got to be careful. Timeout on the court again at Bellmont, and they'll use another one. I believe they may just have one left. Once again, I want to thank you for watching here on SummitCitySports.com. If you'd like to become a sponsor and be part of our growing list of sponsors, please go to SummitCitySports.com. Email Jeff Mahoney there, and he'll sit down. They'll come up with a great package for you. We'd love to have more sponsors here. It helps us promote our young ladies and men here in Northeast Indiana. It's just a great way for us to give back to the community by getting them out and seen. And the stories we love to hear on Summit City Sports is, hey, my grandmother's watching in Minnesota, or I've got a cousin in Colorado, or my dad's in the hospital and he's watching it on his laptop sitting in the hospital bed. So if you would like to become part of that family, please email Jeff Mahoney and become one of our great and growing sponsors. Inbounded now to Fuelings, 57 seconds to play. I think they're going to run a play for Fueling and McMahon here. Here's a double high screen around both of them. Here comes Fueling. She'll throw it away, and Peyton Gully comes up with it. And then she's tied up, and they're going to call a foul on Busick. And that should send Peyton Gully to the line to shoot 1-1. Gully today already has 6 points, trying to get her 7th. 44.9 seconds to play here at Concordia. Maybe short in stature, but big in heart is Peyton Gully. Her free throw up and good. And that gives the Cadets a 1-point lead. And the second one, good as well. She knew it immediately. Peyton Gully gives the Cadets a timeout, a full timeout on the court. We'll take a timeout. You're watching high school basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
The Acme Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Acme Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors...
For every victory, for every highlight, for every team in the Summit Athletic Conference, we've got you covered. Like, follow, and subscribe for all the latest.
Timeout over, 44.9 seconds to play. It'll be Bellmont ball. They trail by 2. Where will they go with this possession? They tried to run a play for fueling in the last time down the court, and they had a turnover. So will the Cadets pick up a little bit? They've got to be careful. They've put Bellmont into the bonus. So here's an inbounds pass to Fueling. Fueling will turn and have Peyton Gully right in her face. She'll dribble across the timeline. Now gives it up to McMahon, who will launch a long two. It's going to be not even sure if that drew any iron, and it went out of bounds. So now Bellmont will have to pick up here full court, as it'll be Ella Fritcha to inbounds. In comes Anderson. I think they just want to put some better free throw shooters, I guess, is what they're going with, as they get a fresh Anderson on the court for Shantice Craig. And they're going to have some problems getting this ball in. They'll throw it in to Gully. She's knocked down, but Ludden Betts comes up with a loose ball ahead and out of Anderson. She'll go right to the hoop, stops, passes it back out to Fritcha. Now they're going to have to foul, and they do, as Fueling, I believe, is going to get called for the foul. We'll see. It is on Fueling, her second. That will send the Cadets to the line to shoot the and one, as Shantice Craig will check back in and replace Anderson, as Fritcha goes to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. Fritcha, the only player this evening in double figures. And her free throw, no good. Hard off the back of the iron. And here comes McMahon. McMahon races up the court, gives it to Fueling. Fueling around one player in the lane, a runner off the glass, no good. And it comes down to Schifferly, and she's fouled. And I believe they're going to say 2 shots. Peyton Gully with the foul. And that'll send Schifferly to the line to shoot 2. And her first free throw is good. Schifferly now with 5. Schifferly again to tie it. And it goes in and out, and Peyton Gully is fouled as she comes down with the ball, because Busick was laying on the court, and just in the wrong place at the wrong time was Busick. 3 team fouls on her. Back into the game comes Anderson. A 1-point game, 13 seconds to play. Peyton Gully back to the line. Gully's free throw in and out. Tips and comes down, and Gully will race to get it. And we'll have a loose ball, jump ball. Ball goes back to Concordia. And now with just 10.3 seconds to go, the Cadets have the ball. They've got a timeout still to use. And they're in the bonus. And they've got to run some screens here. And there's going to be a dead ball foul called on Bellmont as Peyton Gully is held on the play, and she'll go to the line to shoot the double bonus for the Lady Cadets. Shantice Craig will stand here at the scores table, and Peyton Gully with a chance to give her team a 2-point lead. And she does this time. So Anderson will check out, or excuse me, Nelson will check out, and in comes Shantice Craig. And the second one in and out, no good. Deflection comes down to McMahon. She'll bring it up the court. 5 seconds. Good pass underneath, off the back of the iron, and Morris comes down with it. Loose ball on the court, and that will do it, as Morris cannot get a shot off, and the Cadets will survive a 32-30 victory over Bellmont tonight. Wow, that was a close one. That was one roll away from going to overtime. So in the end, the Cadets are able to survive a onslaught by Bellmont late, and they will win this evening here at Concordia High School. Well, we'll take a look at the stats here in just a moment. I got to get my glasses on. Once again, thank you for watching here tonight on Summit City Sports. My name's Ryan Dellinger. I'll be with you for most of the high school basketball season. Okay, we're ready to go here with the stats. These are unofficial, of course. For Bellmont, they'll fall to 1-2 on the season. Bleakley had a rebound. Schifferly had 5 points, 8 boards. Fueling with 5 points and a board. Faith Morris with 6 points and 3 rebounds. Keene with a point and 2 rebounds. McMahon with 5 points, 4 rebounds. And Busick with 7 points and 2 rebounds. The Bellmont Squaws shot 5 of 7 from the foul line, and they turned the ball over 9 times. For the Lady Cadets, the victorious Dave Miller team, they improved to 2-0 on the season. They're scoring tonight. Peyton Gully with 9. Chastity Craig with 6. Shantice Craig with 6 points and 9 rebounds. And today's Parkview Sports Medicine Player of the Game, Ella Fritcha, with 11 points and a rebound for the Lady Cadets. The Cadets shoot 9 of 14 from the line, and they turn the ball over 15 times. Well, that does it here from Concordia High School. The Cadets are victorious tonight, 32-30 over Bellmont. Thanking our sponsors once again this evening: Kelly Automotive Group, Acme Bar and Grill, Kurtz Mio, Indiana Wesleyan, Tom Steel Tire, Big Eyed Fish, Alisteca Mexican Restaurant, Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning, Ball Sports Academy, and of course, Parkview Sports Medicine. Well, tonight, Concordia with a big win. They win 32-30 over Bellmont. From my cameraman, Big Dave Peterson, I'm Ryan Dellinger, and you've been watching girls high school basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Sports Medicine's integrated sports medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it, certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walking clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators, or visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to improve athletes at all levels.
The Acme Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Acme Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors
Give your home the curb appeal it deserves and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com, request your virtual quote, and use the code SummitCity for 15% off all power washing services today. That's kurtzmio.com, supporting the youth of Fort Wayne. Looking for a way to naturally aid in soothing aches, pains, and sore muscles and reduce inflammation from the skin? Want a relief in minutes? Try Alleviate. Contact Hillary Didier for details. You can find her at didier.hillary@gmail.com or call her at 260-312-1599.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Come see us in Decatur at the 2733 Auto Mall and shop 7 brands in one location. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express Walk-In Clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Parkview Ortho Express, located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, gives you access to quick care and orthopedic physicians when you need it most. Get x-rays, treatment, and referrals to Parkview Care, all in the convenience of a walk-in clinic. Parkview Ortho Express is open Monday through Thursday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Call 260-266-4007 for more information. Developing athletes to be foundationally strong. Healthy and consistent training. Expert staff. Long-term athletic development. Parkview Sports Medicine Performance. Any athlete, any age, any skill level.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Thank you for supporting Summit City Sports. For the last several years, we've provided the Fort Wayne community and beyond with coverage of a variety of sports, thanks to our title sponsorship from Parkview Sports Medicine. Since we began in 2015, our annual budget has covered the cost of videographers and commentators to over 300 plus games each year. New equipment and maintenance of that equipment, along with increased broadcast rights fees from the IHSAA. This season, we're reaching out to friends, families, and local businesses for additional sponsorships and donations. You can help us grow and get coverage to your favorite team or sport. A Summit City Sports sponsorship or donation will help make that happen. We have the goal of bringing fans live stream games of every SAC game we cover. With the additional funds, we'd invest in mobile internet devices, allowing us to bring our supporters every SAC conference football and boys and girls basketball games live, as well as more coverage for sports like cross country, tennis, golf, swimming, wrestling, track and field, baseball, and softball. For more information on sponsorships or how to donate, visit SummitCitySports.com.